class 11th, we'll finish this chapter on trigonometric equations today. We are going to do the last 4 sums on this. I have done enough work on this. I have given you enough practice questions. I have solved for you enough practice questions. Let us look into these 4 problems which are written on the extreme left of the board. The first problem is 2 sine 2x minus sine x is equal to 0. Now here is sine 2x, it's a double angle formula. I'll change it to the form 2 sine x cos x. So 2 into 2 sine x cos x minus sine x is equal to 0. You must look into how are you going to get the factorization and how you're going to put left hand side is equal to 0 so you can get the solutions for trigonometric equations. Now sine 2x and sine x was there. If I could convert sine 2x in terms of sine x and something else, which was very simple because sine 2x formula you know is 2 sine x cos x. So I wrote 2 into 2 sine x cos x minus sine x. Now it becomes 4 sine x cos x, 4 sine x cos x minus sine x is equal to 0. We can take sine x common and we will get 2 separate equations and then we can equate them equal to 0 and we will get the values. Like if I take sine x common here, what will be left is 4 cos x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now when the product of two numbers is 0, one of them have to be 0. So in the first case, sine x is 0 and you know when sine x is 0, x is equal to n pi. X is equal to n pi where n belongs to set of integers, because we told you that on the x-axis, whether it is on the positive side, whether on the negative side, sine is always 0. Sine is always 0 on the x-axis and cos x is always 0 on the y-axis. That is odd multiple of pi by 2. Whenever you will get odd multiple of pi by 2, cos will be 0 at that. So sine x is equal to 0, then I get x is equal to n pi. N belongs to set of integers. Second part. 4 cos x minus 1 is equal to 0. So 4 cos x is equal to 1, or cos x will be 1 upon 4. Now if cos x or sin x or tan x comes in terms of the known angles, we told you like here it came x is equal to 0, sin x is equal to 0, I could find the value of x. But 1 upon 4 is not known, though you can write it as 0.25 and calculate the value from the logarithm table. But I don't want to do that. I can simply say it is equal to alpha. Cos x is equal to alpha, or cos x is equal to alpha. Now what will happen is, the formula for cos x is what? Cos x is equal to, I am saying cos x is equal to, cos x is equal to 1 upon 4. So I am saying suppose cos x is equal to cos alpha. Then what is the value? X is equal to 2n pi plus minus 2n pi plus minus alpha. Plus minus alpha. Plus minus alpha, where alpha is, you can say cos inverse 1 upon 4 or 1 upon 4. So we get the value, and where n belongs to set of integers. N belongs to set of integers. I could have written as x is equal to cos inverse 1 upon 4 also. Alpha is equal to 1 upon, cos alpha is equal to 1 upon 4 we are writing. So cos alpha as 1 upon 4. So alpha could have been written as cos inverse 1 upon 4 also. Cos inverse 1 upon 4 also, but I am putting cos alpha as 1 upon 4. So alpha value can be cos 1 upon cos inverse 1 upon 4. I told you 1 upon 4 can be found out from the uh, natural sine, natural cosines value. This is the first question. Now let us look into the second question. We are repeating the second and third of the same kind. In the second question I have sine theta plus root 3 cos theta is equal to root 2. What we do is we take the coefficient of sine theta, which is 1, square it in these kind of specific questions, and then we take the coefficient of cos theta, square it, and take the square root. Take the square root. Coefficient of sine theta, coefficient of cos theta, square them, add them, and take out the square root. It will become 1 plus 3, that will become 2. Square root will become 2. Now let us divide by 2. Let us divide the equation by 2. Divide the equation by 2, whatever the value comes out. If it is 3 plus 1, 4, square root of 4, we are getting 2, so it's alright. I am taking positive, not negative. So 1 upon root 2 sine theta plus root 3 by 2 cos theta and root 2 upon 2, which will give you 1 upon root 2. Which will give you 1 upon root 2. Now, in this value, I can write cos pi by 4. Cos 45 is 1 upon root 2 sine theta. Plus, this is what? 1 upon root 2. Root 3 by 2 will become cos 60. I am dividing it, sine theta plus root 3 whole square, 1 whole square, root 3 whole square, 1 plus 3, 4. If I am dividing by 2, not by root 2, where it is not root 2. That is why the value is coming wrong here. I am dividing by 2. It is the value of cos 60, cos pi by 3, sine theta, plus this could be how much? Sine pi by, it could be sine pi by 3, sine pi by 3 cos theta is equal to 1 by root 2. What are we getting? Sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So we can apply the value sine A plus B, sine theta plus pi by 3. Pi by 3 is 60. Cos 60 is 1 upon 2 because sine 30 is 1 upon 2. And of course, sine 60 will be root 3 upon 2 is equal to, it is sine pi by 4. It is sine pi by 4. Whatever is this side, we will try to bring it in terms of that so we can express it like that. Now it is sine theta is equal to sine alpha. So theta plus pi by 3 n pi plus minus 1 to the power n into alpha. In place of alpha, I have pi upon 4. So theta will come out to be n pi plus minus 1 to the power n pi upon 4 minus pi upon 3, where n belongs to set of integers. What have we done here is we took the coefficient of sine theta, which was 1 square. Coefficient of cos theta is root 3 square. 1 square is 1, root 3 square is 3. A square root of that came out to be 2. We divided the whole equation by 2, like we divided 1 by 2 sine theta plus root 3 by 2 cos theta. Root 2 divided by 2 gave you 1 upon root 2. Now 1 upon 2, you will ask me a question, can we instead of writing cos pi by 3, we can write as sin 30, sin pi by 6. Of course, you can write sin pi by 6. Sin A, cos A, cos B, sin A, sin B, we can apply. Cos A, cos B, sin A, sin B. The answer will be a different answer. But we can apply that, there is no problem, because it is plus in between. Cos A, cos B, sin A, sin B will come. Because if I write it to be sin 30, I will write it to be cos 30. So it will become cos A, cos B plus sin A, sin B. And cos A, cos B plus sin A, sin B will be cos A minus B, cos theta minus 30. And then we will see this to be cos 45 instead of sin 45, and we can calculate the answer. But here what we did was we expressed in terms of sin and cos. I expressed this as cos pi by 3, that is cos 60. I said cos 60 is because sin 30 is 1 upon 2. Cos is complement, so cos pi by 3 is 1 upon 2. This is sin pi by 3 because cos pi by 3 will be root 3 by 2. Now it is cos theta is equal to 1 upon root 2 sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. So sin A plus B is equal to 1 upon root 2 can be expressed as sin pi by 4. Then we said sin theta is equal to sin alpha, and you know what the formula is. Theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n alpha when sin theta is equal to sin alpha. So here in place of theta I have theta plus pi by 3. Instead of alpha I have pi by 4. So theta plus pi by 3 is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n alpha. Alpha is pi upon 4. We have to calculate the value of theta. So theta we kept on the left side. Remaining terms we transfer to the right hand side. That is, this plus pi by 3 will go to that side. It will become minus pi by 3. So this is the next question will be done on the same basis. All the questions in which sin theta, cos theta are involved in this kind of questions, we solve them by this method. Now let us see the third question. I have third question as root 2 sec theta plus tan theta is equal to 1. Now here it is coming sec theta, tan theta. Let us convert sec theta in terms of cos theta. Tan theta is sin theta upon cos theta. I'll be able to get again the equation in terms of sin theta and cos theta. So it is root 2 1 upon cos theta plus sin theta upon cos theta is equal to 1. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take cos theta as the LCM. We are going to take cos theta as the LCM. So it will become root 2 plus sin theta upon cos theta is equal to 1. We cross multiply, we get cos theta is equal to cos theta into 1 root 2 plus sin theta. Or I can write it as cos theta minus sin theta is equal to root 2. Again the coefficient of cos theta is 1, coefficient of sin theta is minus 1. So 1 whole square plus minus 1 whole square under root, that will come out to be root 2. I am going to divide the complete equation by root 2. Divide the equation by root 2. If I divide the whole equation by root 2, it will become 1 upon root 2 cos theta minus 1 upon root 2 sin theta is equal to root 2 upon root 2. That will come out to be 1. Now this is cos. I will write it in terms of sin 45. Sin 45 or sin pi by 4 cos theta minus 1 upon, this will become what? Cos 45 cos pi by 4 and sin theta is equal to 1. This is sin A cos B minus cos A sine b. Sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. I can express it as sine a minus b. Sine a minus b pi by 4 minus theta is equal to, this is what? I have to express it as 1 sine. Now sine is 1 at sine pi by 2, I can write. Sine pi by 2 is 1. Sine 90 is 1. So sine theta is equal to sine alpha. Sine theta is equal to sine alpha. That means again, when sine theta is equal to sine alpha, when sine theta is equal to sine alpha, you calculate theta to be n pi plus minus 1 to the power n into alpha. So what are we going to do? We are going to write down pi upon 4 minus theta to be n pi plus minus 1 to the power n pi by 2. I want to find the value of theta. Theta is minus, so what I can write it? Theta make it plus, and pi by 4 minus n pi minus 1 to the power n pi by 2. This is the solution for this trigonometric equation where n belongs to set of integers. Where n belongs to set of integers. This can have a different answer in your book, these kind of questions, because I am using here sine pi by 4. Suppose you use cos pi by 4. Let's do this with cos also. Let us say, instead of sine, 1 by root 2 is sine pi by 4 as well as cos pi by 4. So I can use cos pi by 4 also. So what I do is I write cos pi by 4 cos theta minus sine pi by 4 sine theta is equal to 1. Now I get cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. Cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. So it will become what? Cos A plus B. Cos pi by 4 plus theta. Whenever we are talking of cos A plus B, it will be cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. If it is cos A minus B, it will be cos A cos B plus sine A sine B. Here it is minus, so it became plus, and I will convert this to be cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. Sine pi by 2 was 1, there cos 0 is 1. Now cos alpha is equal to cos theta. Then you know what the formula is. If cos theta is equal to cos alpha, then theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha. So we will say pi by 4 plus theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus 0. It is plus minus 0. So it is not going to be plus minus 0, there will be no meaning of that. So theta will be what? 2n pi minus pi by 4. N belongs to set of integers. N belongs to set of integers. So there can be different answers in books depending upon what values has he put here. Has he put cos 45? Has he used the formula sine A minus B, or has he used the formula cos A plus B? So they can be different answers, so not to bother about it. We will do what if you prefer this, you can do that, unless he doesn't say prove it equal to. If he says prove this is equal to this, then it is a different question. But I don't think this kind of question he is going to ask, that prove that. He will only simply ask you to calculate or solve the trigonometric equation. Now let us see the fourth question in this. Three minus 2 cos theta minus 4 sin theta minus cos 2 theta plus sin 2 theta is equal to 0. Now again, sine, here it is cos 2 theta, it is sin 2 theta. I need to convert them into either sine theta or cos theta. How will I do it? 3 minus 2 cos theta minus 4 sine theta. Cos 2 theta is 1 minus 2 sine square theta. I can write 2 cos square theta minus 1 also, but I am using 1 minus 2 sine square theta. And sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. It is 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to 0. What have I done? I have converted cos to double angle formula. These are double angle formula, cos 2 theta and sine 2 theta. I have converted them to single angles, half angles. Like cos 2 theta, I have made it to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. These formulas are very important. They will be used time and again, so it must be on your tips. Like it is, we said again, that it should be imprinted on your mind. 1 minus 2 sine square theta plus 2 sine theta into cos theta. Now when we open the bracket, what do we get? 3 minus 2 cos theta minus 4 sine theta minus 1 plus 2 sine square theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to 0. I can write this as 2 sine square theta minus 4 sine theta, and 3 minus 1 is plus 2. Combine these, then it might become something. And here plus 2 sine theta cos theta minus 2 cos theta is equal to 0, because I can see 2 cos theta, I can take out common here. I can see 2 cos theta, 2 cos theta, I can take out common. Now in this also I can take out 2 common. What will be left? Sine square theta minus 2 sine theta plus 1. You take out 2 cos theta common there. What will be left? Sine theta minus 1 is equal to 0. This is a perfect square of sine theta minus 1 whole square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. Sine theta minus 1 whole square. Sine theta minus 1 whole square plus 2 cos theta sine theta minus 1 is equal to 0. Sine theta minus 1 whole square, sine theta minus 1, I can take sine theta minus 1 common. 2 is of course common outside, 2 is common, and sine theta minus 1 is common. It will be left inside sine theta minus 1 and plus cos theta. Because 2 is already gone out, 2 is already come out, sine theta minus 1, sine theta minus 1 is out, is equal to 0. So it will become 2 sine theta minus 1 and sine theta plus cos theta minus 1 is equal to 0. Now when it is product, 2 cannot be equal to 0, so let's leave about the 2. We are going to say sine theta minus 1 can be 0, or sine theta plus cos theta minus 1 can be 0. Either of them can be 0 to make the product 0. So let us take one by one. If I take sine theta minus 1 is equal to 0, if I take sine theta minus 1 is equal to 0, so sine theta will be equal to 1, and sine theta is 1 when sine is pi by 2. It is sine pi by 2. So again we are going to apply the sine formula, which is theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n pi upon 2, where n belongs to set of integers, where n belongs to set of integers, where n belongs to set of integers. I am going to use the left side of the board now because I don't have the place to work out this. So I'll use the left side of the board, you can see it here, which is this equation, sine theta plus cos theta minus 1 is equal to 0. Sine theta plus cos theta minus 1 is equal to 0, or sine theta plus cos theta is equal to 1. Sin theta plus cos theta minus 1 is equal to 0. I can write it as sin theta plus cos theta is equal to 1. Square, the coefficient of sin theta is 1. The coefficient of cos theta is 1. 1 is square plus 1 is square under root. 1 is square plus 1 is square under root will be under root 2. I'll divide the whole equation by root 2. Divide by root 2. The whole equation. 1 upon root 2 sin theta plus 1 upon root 2 cos theta will be equal to 1 upon root 2. Again, 1 upon root 2 I can take as sin 45 as well as cos 45. It is sin theta, I would prefer it to take it cos 45, cos pi by 4, sin theta plus sin pi by 4 cos theta is equal to 1 by root 2. It will become sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. It becomes sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. So it can be sin theta plus pi upon 4 is equal to, this is again because we are taking sin, so I will take as sin 45. Now sin theta is equal to sin alpha. Sin theta is equal to sin alpha. So what are we going to do? Theta plus pi by 4. Theta plus pi by 4 is equal to what? Is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n pi by 4. So theta will be n pi plus minus 1 to the power n pi by 4 minus pi by 4, where n belongs to set of natural numbers. So this is one solution for one part, and this is another solution for another part of the equation. This is for sin theta minus 1 is equal to 0, and this is for sin theta plus cos theta minus 1 is equal to 0. This finishes your complete chapter for the trigonometric equation. I will just write down the formulas for your benefit again for recapping the whole thing. Just to recap the whole thing, if you remember, we started with first sin theta is equal to 0. For sin theta is equal to 0, we said the solution will be theta is equal to n pi. Theta is equal to n pi, where n belongs to set of integers. If it was cos theta is equal to 0, then it was theta was equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. N belongs to set of integers. N belongs to set of integers. This is a specific problem. Sin theta is equal to 0, then theta is equal to n pi. N belongs to set of integers. Cos theta is equal to 0, then theta solution theta will be equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. You know that cos theta is 0 when we get odd multiples of pi by 2. Third is tan theta is equal to 0. Tan theta is 0 when sin theta is 0, so it has the same solution as sin n pi. N belongs to set of integers. Then we had a specific solution. If sin theta was equal to sin alpha, if the trigonometric equation was of this kind, sin theta is equal to sin alpha, then what we were saying, the solution was theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n alpha, where n belongs to set of integers. Set of integers. This we have proved by using sin c minus sin d. By using sin c minus sin d. Now, if fifth one was cos theta is equal to cos alpha, then we had said theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha, where n belongs to set of, everywhere n belongs to set of integers. It came out to be cos theta is equal to cos alpha, that implies theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha, n belongs to set of integers. And third one was, next one was tan theta is equal to tan alpha. That it implied theta is equal to n pi plus alpha, where n again belongs to set of integers, where n belongs to set of integers. Now there was some other sine square theta. Sine square theta is equal to sine square alpha. Then I think it was plus minus here. Theta will be n pi plus alpha. N pi plus alpha, where n belongs to set of integers. And if it was cos square theta is equal to cos square alpha, then it was theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. For all of them it was the same solution, whether it was sine square theta is equal to sine square alpha, where it was cos square theta is equal to cos square alpha, and ninth was tan square theta is equal to tan square alpha. Then it implied theta is equal to n pi plus alpha, where n belongs to set of, and here it is n pi plus minus alpha plus minus alpha.